the head of the Roman Catholic Church, the boss of Vatican, and the emperor of the world, Pope Francis, is dead. I know a lot of things will be said about this one, but I want to focus on very intriguing facts about the Pope, the Vatican, and the Holy See, because that's why I'm actually calling him the boss or the emperor of the world. Okay? The Papacy is just a title. And now that Pope Francis, whose full name by the way is Jorge Mario Bergoglio, is gone, another one will rise up and take up the position. But one of the things or titles that people don't know that the Pope still held, or even the future coming Pope, is going to be called the Vicar of Christ. There is another title for the Pope, the Vicar of Christ, meaning the earthly symbol of Jesus Christ. He was the earthly symbol of Jesus Christ, which is outright blasphemy, by the way, and idolatry. So I just told you that the Pope is the boss of the world, and I want to explain to you why, because this world is still under the Roman Empire. Okay? Listen to this very carefully. The Pope is the boss of the Holy See, which is a small territory which acts as the central governing authority for the universal Roman Catholic Church. So the Pope is the boss of the Holy See, which is the central governing authority of the universal Roman Catholic Church. The Holy See, as I just told you, is a small territory within the Vatican. And the Vatican is a city inside a city called Rome, which is the capital city of Italy. So the Holy See is the heart of Italy. So in Italy, we have the capital city, which is called Rome. Inside the capital city of Rome, we have the Vatican, which is a city inside the city of Rome, and the Vatican is actually a sovereign state. It is a city, but a sovereign state at the same time. So it's a city within a city, but acting as a sovereign state. It is now within the Vatican where you find the Holy See. So the Holy See is the very eye, the very heart of the Vatican, of Rome, of Italy. Okay? So the Pope is the boss of that heart, the boss of that eye, which is the central governing authority for the universal Roman Catholic Church. Why? Like, how then is the Pope the boss of the world? Listen, so the Holy See is an untouchable independent entity run by the Pope, and it is in the Holy See where you find the remains of the Roman Empire, the disintegrated Roman Empire. The Roman Empire, by the way, didn't die. It's just mutated to what we have today, and this is what it is. In the Holy See, they use the Latin language. And I think it's the only territory, by the way, that uses the Latin language, if I'm not wrong. Okay, so it is in the Holy See where they use the Latin language, which is one of the profound characteristics, or one of the profound tools that were used by the Roman Empire. Latin was actually the language of administration, the language of culture, and law. Latin was everything. And as a matter of fact, English, Spanish, French, Portuguese are all languages that originate from the Latin language. So the Latin language is the mother language of French, Portuguese, Spanish, English. I don't know how much is Germany also, because all of these languages originate from the Latin language. And it is these small empires that disintegrated from the Roman Empire that ruled the world through colonization. You know the case of Africa, Latin America, South Asia. All these territories were ruled by the disintegrated Roman Empire. The French, the British, the Spanish, the Portuguese, Belgium. Okay? So when you guys think that the Roman Empire ended and we're no longer under the Roman Empire, Latin is the mother language of all this. I mean, some of these languages that you guys speak out here. And by the way, English is the most spoken language in the world, with over 1.5 billion people speaking English all over the world. Of course, the second we have the Mandarin, which is Chinese, then Hindu, then Spanish. So Spanish is following closely to English, and it is one of the languages that originate from Latin. And as I said, these are the empires that colonized almost the whole world. The Roman Empire is the disintegrated empire that ruled the whole world, almost every part of the world. And right now, we are still reeling from the effects of colonialism and post-colonialism, imperialism. Africa is still under imperialism. So we're not out of the Roman Empire, and so it's South Asia, so is Latin America. So one thing about language is, if you make someone speak your language, you make them part of you or part of your family, or they become your servants. In another, if you want to put it that way, if you can make someone speak your language, they automatically become your servant, and you can make them your family as well. That is actually assimilation. That's how you assimilate people. So I am speaking English right now, which is, a son of Latin, if I can put it that way, or a child of Latin, and I'm assimilated into the Latin language, which, as I said, was the language of administration, culture, and law in the Roman Empire. I'm still under the Roman Empire. If you speak Spanish, you're still under the Roman Empire. If you speak in French, you're still under the Roman Empire. And so is Portuguese, so is Belgium. But in Belgium they speak what language? Is it French? I don't know, but there's no Belgian language, right? So the thing is, the Pope is the man who holds the tools of the Roman Empire, which never died. So when I tell you that this guy was the boss of the world, and I mean, as I said, Pope is a title. The Papacy is a title. So whoever comes in, he's still going to be the boss of the collapsed Roman Empire. He will still be the boss of the world. The fact that we speak Latin in one way or the other, we are still under the Roman Empire, and that's a fact. So among other things that you're going to be trying to learn about the Pope, please research the whole title of Pope. Just study the Papacy and study the Vatican, the Holy See. And there's a lot more intriguing facts about the Vatican. By the way, Vatican is the only sovereign state that is not a member of the UN, but it's an overseer of the UN. So they say it's Vatican and Palestine state, but is Palestine is still a state because they don't recognize it? And why? I don't know. But in my opinion, Vatican is the only sovereign state that is not a member of the UN, but oversees the activities of the UN. It's an observer state. So what is it observing? Is it observing, or it's right above? It's the head of the UN. It's the boss. It's the head of the beast. So there's a lot more to discuss about this, and I'm not going to be back. I'll be back with another angle of view, because there's a lot to talk about this guy. I just told you he still is the symbol of Christ on earth. He's the vicar of Christ, the symbol of Jesus Christ. Really? I'm going to be looking into that. Anyway, for now, that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to share, follow, and subscribe.